The Hunter and the Fisherman. Long ago in Japan, there lived two brothers. Hori was generous and a happy hunter. He hunted to feed the family. Hoderi was greedy. He spent his days fishing only for himself. There was always a silent competition between them. One day, their deity parents gave a magical hook to Hoderi and a magical bow to Hori. Hoderi was very proud and thought that he could also hunt like Hori. So he asked Hori to swap their gifts for a day. Hori did as his brother said. Hori headed to the sea to catch fish and Hoderi went to hunt. Hoderi couldn't hunt with Hori's bow. Hori also fished for many hours but had no luck. Moreover, he also lost Hoderi's hook in the sea. He tried to find it, but he failed. Hoderi was angry. "You must find my fishing hook, and you may not come back home until you have." The lost hook. Disappointed, Hori walked back to the edge of the sea. He jumped into the water. Down and down he went. At last, he reached the bottom. He saw the beautiful maiden Toyotama Hime, the princess of the sea. They fell in love with each other and got married. The king of the sea ordered all the fish to look for the hook, which they found easily. The king of the sea also gave him a magical shell to control the sea. Hori rowed up to the shore to return the hook to his brother. Hoderi was sitting at the horizon waiting for him. He was furious because he had hoped that Hori would never come back. Hoderi tried to kill him. Hori took out his shell and whispered, "Bring up the sea." The waves engulfed Hoderi and he started getting drowned in the middle of the sea. Hoderi asked for forgiveness and promised never to be too competitive. Hori ordered the waves to take Hoderi to the shore. The Old Man and the Dog. Once there lived an honest man with his wife. They loved their pet dog and raised him with affection. One day, when the old man was working in the garden, the dog began barking. The old man began digging there. They found a box full of gold pieces. The stingy neighbor heard the story and borrowed the dog. He took the dog in his garden. The dog stopped at a place and started sniffing. The neighbor started digging. He found nothing but the dirt and garbage. Furious, he seized the dog and killed it. He told the couple that the dog had just dropped dead. They cried and buried it under the pine tree where they had found the treasure. That night, when the honest man was fast asleep, the dog appeared in his dream and thanked him. The dog told him to cut down the pine tree and make a mortar from it. The old man made withered trees blossom. The old man did as the dog had said. When he ground his rice in it, each grain of rice turned into gold. The stingy neighbor borrowed the mortar, but when he used it, the rice turned to foul-smelling berries. Angrily, he broke the mortar and burnt it. One night, the dog again appeared in the old man's dream and told him to take the ashes of the burnt mortar and sprinkle them on the withered trees. When he did, the cherry trees bloomed. The neighbor also tried to do the same, but the ashes blew into the eyes of the landlord, which ultimately led him to prison. When he came out of the prison, the people of the village did not let him live there. His wickedness made it difficult for him to find a new home. The honest old man, on the other hand, became rich with the treasure of gold. He led a long and happy life and was respected by all.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.